All right, we're live. So I'm Mallory here at Ugly Mug Marketing, and today I get the pleasure to speak with Cheryl Swallow with Full Strap and Stringer. I'm going to let her kind of introduce herself and her role at Full Strap and Stringer.
Hi, my name is Cheryl. My husband and I and one of my sons own Full Strap and Stringer. We are a guide service on Catahoula Lake here locally in central Louisiana. So we do teal hunts, duck hunts, we hunt geese, we do cast and blast, so you could do a fishing trip. And this year we started doing gator hunting, which has gone really, really well this season.
That's awesome. Yes. And thank you so much for joining. I know your busy season is just kicking off. So it means a lot that you took the time to hop on here with me and answer a few questions about the website process here. So, my very first question is, what is the main reason that you decided to get a new website?
Whew. The website that we had a website, but it was very old. It was very outdated. It looked outdated. It didn't function well. It was very difficult to update things on it. It was very difficult to change out photos, to change the information on it. If our pricing changed, it just did not function well at all, and we had absolutely no support with that site. So we always feel like your website is a reflection of who you are as a business, and our website was
Absolutely.
absolutely not it was not a good reflection of who we were as a business at all. It did not come across very professional.
Yeah, definitely. A website is such a big impression. Like, that's the first place that anybody who's interested in your services are most likely going to go. So, you're right. It is so important to have an updated website that makes a great first impression. So my next question would be, how would you describe the website process here at Ugly Mug Marketing?
You and the whole staff made this the easiest process. It was very simple to go through. We sat down the first meeting and kind of did what would you like to see? And then, so we had jotted down a lot of ideas of what we wanted to have because we had looked at some other websites and got a lot of good ideas. And then your crew gave us some exceptional ideas to help improve it even further. And the whole process was very painless. We got great direction, great communication. So we were assigned tasks. We knew when they were due, and we stayed on top of it. And we made sure we did all our homework and got everything turned in. So it really went extremely well.
Yeah, awesome. You were so great too. You said the word homework, which sometimes that's how it feels whenever I'm assigning tasks to clients. But y'all were really good at completing y'all's homework by the due date. So y'all were really easy and great to work with too. I really appreciate that. I'm going to share my screen really quick and just show the viewers your website. Just one moment. And then I'll go through the next question. Are you able to see it, Cheryl?
No, I can't, but I'm very familiar with it.
Okay, I think that everybody else should be able to. So, my next question is, has your website been easy for your team to update?
Very easy. I had cold feet because the other one was so complicated to try to. It was such a headache just to change out a photo, to update a new photo.
Mhm.
It took so many steps. It wouldn't load correctly. This is very simple to go in if you want to change out photos, if you want to update things, if you want to change the wording of something, if you want to add a video. It's very, very easy. Um, very easy to navigate. So there's only two of us right now that really understand how to go in and make changes. So I told Cody he absolutely cannot leave. We really need to teach someone else, but it'll be a
Yeah.
process. So hopefully before we've got a little bit of downtime in October before we kick off on the big season. But I guess we really
Yeah.
need to get someone else on board and it'll be simple to show somebody
Yeah.
else how to
And
make
that
it.
is one of the best parts is that it is easy to update, so therefore it's easy to teach other people on your team how to update as well.
Oh yeah.
Um, yes, ma'am. And like we talked about earlier, it is so important to keep the content on your website fresh and updated. And one of the keys to that is making it easy to do so. So I'm glad that you found the admin panel easy to use. And then before I stop sharing my screen, I'm curious, what's the favorite part or what's your favorite part of the new website?
I like some of the little widgets that we added. To add
Like the view
videos,
forecast,
yeah,
hunting
to have the
license, that part?
yes, we added. They can click on the weather forecast, and it'll tell them what the weather is here locally. Because my poor husband gets inundated text messages and phone calls. And people have it on their phone. All they have to do is click it in. But I guess it's easier for them to just call and say, "Hey, what's the weather doing? We're leaving in a day or so. We need to know." Or to get their licensing, we have a link to get them straight to Louisiana Department of Wildlife and Fisheries. So it takes them directly to where they need to go to be able to purchase their hunting license, to be able to understand what the rules and regulations are before they get here. And we even added a frequently asked question site. That was another thing that my poor husband just got inundated with, the same questions over and over and over.
Mhm.
Now, when we get those, I can just direct them to the website and say, "Look, just check here. Look, just click the link, and it'll explain to you exactly what you need in your license." It's really cut down on a lot of, I won't say wasted time, because it's important for the clients to be comfortable with what they need and what they have to have.
Yeah,
But time is precious. I mean, my
absolutely.
husband's time is extremely valuable. So that has helped a lot. That has cut down on a lot of time we spend on the phone, when we could just easily give them direction to back to the website again.
Yeah, that is so true. A website really can answer a ton of questions on its own. So I'm glad that we structured yours the way that we did. So that way it's super easy for future hunters to find the information before they ever even show up at your lodge. So,
Mhm.
yeah, that is
Absolutely.
a really good point. And then my last question for you today is, what would you say to someone who is considering working with Ugly Mug Marketing?
Well, I'll be honest with you. I thought, when we were getting ready to do another website, that I was going to contact two or three different places, ask them a bunch of questions, and kind of go with whatever my gut reaction was. I made one phone call. I was very impressed from the initial phone call with the response that I got, the energy that I got. They were very excited to help me, which made me feel really good. So I made one phone call. I made one appointment. Everyone is so creative, so helpful. It's even worth a visit to your office. I mean, even when you walk in the office, it just reeks creativity, which is what you're after. I'm not a terribly creative
Mhm.
person, and I needed that. I needed that from someone else. So, I mean, I made one call and that was it. My decision was made. I went with my gut, and I have not looked back and regretted it at all.
Well, that's great. We definitely want to create that atmosphere, so that is great to hear. Especially like you said, when you step into our office, you can kind of see a glimpse of it behind me here. We try to make it fun because we know that a website is not something that you necessarily want to have, but it is a need. So we want to make that as fun of an experience as possible. Um,
Absolutely.
yes, ma'am. So thank you so much for the kind words. That's all that I've got for you today. And yeah, again, thank you so much for taking time out of your busy day to talk with me.
Oh, you're welcome, Mallory. And thank you all so much, because we've been very, very pleased with the product.
Absolutely. You have a great day, okay?
You do the same.
Bye.